All right, we're gonna look at some of the considerations for what we call a staggered or a B stance pin loaded leg press. Now this is a great variation if we're wanting to do almost like a bit of a pseudo unilateral movement. It's pretty much a unilateral movement, but we want to get a high degree of stability and support from the non-working leg. So Mal's gonna set up for that. You'll see that this non-working leg, what she's essentially done is that she's not resting that foot on here. She's very much, and we'll just get her to do it this way around just to start so you can see. She's got this foot, or this far away leg here is the one that's actually actively working. She's got that lined up with what she's trying to get out of it, and I think in this case we're looking at a bit more of a quad or kind of neutral setup here. So she's got that set up, and then in terms of the heel, the opposite foot, she's only really got the ball of the foot resting here, and it's not there to provide assistance necessarily from a force production point of view. It's more to provide assistance from a stability perspective so that she can really get the maximal output from here. Now, common mistake we'll see when it comes to the single leg variations is people will often think they're going to move their foot right into the middle because almost like trying to counterbalance, and that's actually a bit of a false negative as far as setting up this movement. Ultimately, we still have to treat each joint exactly as it is. It still wants to line up with that respective side. So rather than bringing that foot into the middle to create balance, we actually always just want to keep that foot lined up. And if she were to switch sides, she would simply just adjust those up and down. But we still want to line up the joints as we would with a bilateral leg press. The only thing that's different this time is this is here for stability only. This is doing all of the work. So we'll get Mal to go through one of the reps. And so as you'll see here, she's just literally keeping just only a minimal amount of tension on this leg here, just to provide that stability. Again, she's keeping the hips in a fixed position, rib cage and pelvis staying the same position throughout. She's using these handles here to kind of pull herself down tight, providing maximum stability, keeping that pelvis in a fixed position. And then from there, she's just really focusing on owning those eccentrics, keeping tension in the quads throughout the movement, pausing at that end point, and then controlling that transition up into that concentric. Just one more good rep. So last thing as well, just ensure that as we get to the bottom position, we're not touching that pin stack together at the bottom of every rep. We're ensuring that we keep that pin stack away from each other every single rep so that tension is staying on the target tissue the entire time.